Brought to you by WikiVidi Documentaries. White House Down. White House Down is a 2013 American political action thriller film directed by Roland Emmerich about an assault on the White House by a paramilitary group and the Capitol Police officer who tries to stop them. The film's screenplay is by James Vanderbilt, and it stars Channing Tatum and Jamie Foxx, with Maggie Gyllenhaal, James Woods, Jason Clarke, Joey King, and Richard Jenkins in supporting roles. The film was released on June 28, 2013 and grossed $205 million worldwide. Plot. President of the United States James Sawyer generates controversy over a proposed peace treaty between the Allied nations to remove military forces from the Middle East. Divorced U.S. Capitol Police officer John Cale is currently assigned to Speaker of the House Eli Raffleson after saving his nephew's life during a tour in Afghanistan. Cale hopes to impress his politically obsessed daughter Emily by getting a job interview for the Secret Service presidential detail, while also getting tickets for the two of them to tour the White House. However, his interviewer, Secret Service Special Agent Carol Finnerty, a former college acquaintance of his, believes him to be unqualified due to his disrespect towards authority, and subsequently deems him eligible for the job. Disguised as a janitor, a man detonates a bomb at the center of the U.S. Capitol building, causing the White House to be on lockdown. Finnerty is sent to escort the speaker to an underground command center in the Pentagon, while Vice President of the United States Alvin Hammond is taken aboard Air Force Two. At the same time, mercenaries led by Emil Stenz, having infiltrated the White House by disguising themselves as audio-visual repairmen, quickly overwhelm the Secret Service, take the tour group hostage and seize the White House. Cale manages to escape to go find his daughter, who was separated from him during the tour. Retiring head of the presidential detail Martin Walker escorts Sawyer and his detail to the Presidential Emergency Operations Center. Once they gain access, Walker kills his detail, revealing himself to be the real leader of the attack on the White House. He wants vengeance against Sawyer after a botched Black Ops mission resulted in the death of his son. Cale kills a mercenary, takes his gun and radio, and rescues Sawyer. Walker and Stenz bring in Skip Tyler to hack into the defense system, but still require Sawyer to activate the nuclear football. One of the mercenaries, Clarke, catches Emily recording a video of the mercenaries and takes her hostage. Cale and Sawyer contact the command structure, which uses Emily's video to discover the identities of the mercenaries, who used to work for various government agencies. Cale and Sawyer try to escape via a tunnel, but find the exit gate rigged with explosives. They are forced into the garage and escape in the presidential limo, which is attacked by Sten and flips into the White House pool. After Sawyer and Cale are presumed dead in an explosion, Hammond is sworn in as the 47th President of the United States. Cale and Sawyer are still alive, and learn that Hammond ordered an aerial incursion to take back the White House. But the mercenaries shoot down the choppers, having already learned of Emily from the video. Stenz takes her to Walker in the Oval Office. Taylor finishes hacking into NORAD and launches a missile to shoot down Air Force One, killing Hammond and everyone else on board. Raffleson is sworn in as the 48th President of the United States and orders an airstrike on the White House. Sawyer surrenders himself to Walker to save Emily. Walker attempts to force Sawyer to use the football to launch the nuclear missiles against the various cities in Iran, which will result in retaliation by many countries. Sawyer refuses at first, while Cale sets various rooms on fire as a diversion. Down in the tunnels, Tyler accidentally detonates the explosives, killing him. After killing most of the remaining mercenaries and freeing the hostages, Cale confronts Stenz and blows him up with a grenade belt during a fight. Sawyer attacks Walker, who uses Sawyer's handprint to activate the football. Walker locks around targets, but before he can initiate the launch, Cale kills him. Emily waves a presidential flag on the front lawn, convincing the incoming fighter planes to call off the airstrike. Rafelson is revealed to have conspired with Walker in orchestrating the attack. Sawyer has Rafelson arrested and names Cale as his new special agent and takes him and Emily on a personal aerial tour of D.C. Production. White House Down is directed by Roland Emmerich and based on a screenplay by James Vanderbilt, who is also one of the film's producers. Sony Pictures purchased Vanderbilt's spec script in March 2012 for, in what a Hollywood Reporter called, one of the biggest spec sales in quite a while. The Journal said the script was similar, tonally and thematically, to the films Die Hard and Air Force One. In the following April, Sony hired Roland Emmerich as director. Emmerich began filming in July 2012 at the La Cité du Cinéma in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Cinematographer Anna Furster shot the film with ARRI Alexa Plus digital cameras. In 2012, Sony competed with Millennium Films, who were producing Olympus Has Fallen, to complete casting and to begin filming. Critical response. White House Down received mixed reviews from critics. Review aggregator Rotten Tomatoes gives the film a rating of 50% based on 187 reviews, with a weighted average of 5.4. The site's critical consensus reads, White House Down benefits from the lead's chemistry, but director Roland Emmerich smothers the film with narrative cliches and choppily edited action. At Metacritic, which assigns a weighted average score to reviews, the film has an average score of 52 out of 100, based on 43 critics, indicating mixed or average reviews. Roth Cornett of IGN gives it a 6.5, concluding, White House Down is a pretty silly rehashing of previously tread action movie territory. But if you're willing to laugh along with it, it can be a highly entertaining experience. Andrew Chan of the Film Critics Circle of Australia writes, I am not entirely sure whether I should be happy or sad that I laughed when someone got shot or bombed. But such is the manner of how the film is played out. Therefore, I prefer Olympus for this one. Richard Roper, however, gave the film an F, stating that everyone in White House Down is an idiot, clinically insane, a cliché, or a vehicle for shameless exploitation. He later named it the worst film of 2013. Thank you for watching. Brought to you by WikiVidi Documentaries. Please like and subscribe below.